Oh, okay. All right. Welcome to the call again. I really am so happy that you guys are here. Um, so, so today we are in, where are we now? June 16th. We're like midway through the month. So still plenty of time to reach any goals that you guys have for the month of June. I apologize. I never got a chance to update the actual post that I wanted to update, where we have like a ring the bell post in our team page. And I wanted to update it so that we can kind of like celebrate each other and shout each other out, but also focus on what our goals are. And so I didn't get a chance to revise the post. So I will do that for July for sure when I post that. But I wanted to also shout you guys out a little bit, because especially Julia, who happens to be on the call, because she is rocking her Instagram stories. Like I love watching you guys and your Instagram stories. You're doing amazing. I love like the way that you're weaving in the invites. I think it's great. I hope that it's working for you, but I want you to also know that like with those invites, like even like polls and stuff, if you're like, wow, I put up this stuff and nobody's responding, that's totally normal. That's usually the case. A lot of people are very shy and they don't like just come right out and like, oh, that's the thing I was exactly looking for. They'll like watch you for like literally months before they come and ask you. And sometimes it takes just like reaching out to somebody and be like, hey, thanks so much for checking out my stories, whatever. Just talking to them about something else, just striking up a conversation to make it more like, I don't know, I guess to take that nervousness away, where they feel like they can approach you if they're ready. But if you're not seeing any like traction from those things, just know, keep doing them. You want to show the consistency. I still show all that stuff, even though I don't always get the feedback from people that I want. But you're doing a great job. One of the new coaches too that we'll be introducing to the team next month, she's in our mentorship now. She's really like experimenting with stories already too. So I'm really loving all the different kinds of stories that I'm seeing you guys do. It's very like motivating and inspiring. And then I just want to go over some housekeeping stuff with you guys. So we had every Tuesday, I have this diamond leadership. When you guys are diamonds, you will be on there with me. Like, I have to tell you, I love being on the diamond leadership call where I see current diamonds who are bringing on their diamonds. Like Jenny Dobmeyer, I'm close to her. She like brought on Allie, and it was like, yay! Like everybody gets so excited when like a new diamond comes in. It's really a lot of fun. So you guys are all going to be there, definitely at some point. So, but what I like to do on our calls here in Shine Sisterhood is I like to just give you guys like a little recap so that you have the information that is shared with me. It's going to come directly to you guys. So I think Julia already started this, but they did talk a little bit about the book Start With Why, which is definitely, I think, going to be my next book that I read. I'm still reading Compound Effect. It's my second time reading it, but they're really talking about it a lot, and that it's so great, especially for new coaches, but also for coaches that have been around for a while that are struggling with like what Lori talked about and some of the other coaches talked about is it's kind of common, and we see this a lot, where a coach will come on and they'll be like really excited and they're gung-ho and they're all into it, and then 2 months in they're like, I'm not making the money that I thought I was, I'm not seeing the traction I want, that's it, this is not for me, I can't do this, and they give up. And they said a lot of times when that happens, when the coaches give up, it's because they didn't stay plugged into their why. Like if your why is strong enough, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter. Like for me, I was making shit for so long. If money was really the reason why I was doing this, I would have quit a long time ago. It's so much more than just the money. So, but when you're plugged into that why, it makes it like you will stick it out. You're going to go the distance. You're going to handle each obstacle that comes away with your business, and you're going to push through it, and you're going to get stronger, and you're going to get better. And a book like Start With Why is like a really good book to really make sure and hone in on your why. So I know, Julie, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but how are you liking that book? I'm kind of curious because I haven't read it yet.
So I only read the first intro,
Okay.
and then I just kind of put it down. I haven't picked it back up. But I did even get feedback from people that aren't a part of Beachbody telling me that it was a really good book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, but I'm sure I'll like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even gotten it yet. I think hopefully it's still $8. I heard it's like $8 and something cents somewhere.
I ordered it
A while ago, right?
last Friday, and it came like Sunday, or when it came the day that I posted it. It came in
Where,
2 days, and it was $9.
awesome. And where do you order it from? Was it Amazon or Barnes and Noble or?
Amazon. I have Amazon Prime.
Me too. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna definitely do that. Hopefully, maybe even tonight I'll do that because I'm about halfway done with Compound Effect. I'm only doing 10 minutes a day of that, so it is taking me a while, but it's my second time through reading that book, and I find Compound Effect to be really easy reading. Like, I don't know, you just kind of go through it pretty quickly. So they talked about that book, Start With Why. They talked about, guys, oh my God, if you were not listening, I think I invited you guys all to it, the National Wake Up Call from this past Monday. I know I invited you guys all, and then I didn't tag you, Julia, but I had tagged at one point while I was listening to it, I tagged Carrie, Danielle, and Elena because I was like, holy crap. Like, these girls, like, all of us need to listen to it, but there was a certain point when I was listening to it, I'm like, this is going to speak to them huge. So I think it would speak to all of us, honestly. I loved her. I loved everything about what she came from, the obstacles that she's endured, and just her heart. And it's so much of what a lot of our teammates have gone through in life. So I think that you're really going to identify with it. And I definitely recommend, if you guys haven't listened to that yet, go to, either the podcast or the TBV 411 page or wherever it's at, or even you can go to the watch party in False Empire. It was amazing. They talked about it on the call as well, the mastermind, how good it was. And if you guys are going on the False Empire call, they're going to be talking a little bit more about it on that call as well. And then they were talking about action hours. And you guys know I've been trying to keep up with posting them in Shine Sisterhood. I apologize if sometimes they're a little bit late, but I do want to at least try to get them up so you guys know, okay, on Mondays and Thursdays it's at 8, and Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays it's 2, and you kind of get into that routine. And what's really interesting is that Lori and Morgan both agree they do not like hosting action hours because they have not run their business that way. Not to say they haven't done those things. They do all the things. They do the following up. They do the inviting. They do the connecting. They do it all, but they don't necessarily do it where they're sitting down and setting a timer. You know what I'm saying? So both Lori and Morgan were like, we don't really like hosting them because that's not how we work. But I think what's really good, especially for newer coaches, is to get on these action hours just to see how you can delegate your time, how you can structure your time and make it super focused and have a direction of what to do. Because I think a lot of new coaches, when they come on, they're like, all right, I became a coach, now what? Like, what do I do? And we all know the tracker is what we do. But sometimes that's like, all right, well, that's the tracker, but how do I do that? And the action hours, these led action hours really just help to know like what you should be doing. Does that mean you have to go on them forever? I like it because it makes me kind of focused for that 1 hour. But you don't have to. Like, once you kind of know what you have to do, you have to learn how to make it work for you in your life. Like, it might not work for you in your life to sit down for an hour. It might make more sense for you to do 10 minutes at the bus pickup line, 15 minutes here. But if you know exactly what you're doing and you're working from a list, which is what she talked about on the National Wake Up Call, then you'll just be so much more effective and you'll be able to really run well with this business in whatever pockets work for you in your life. Hey, Jen, thanks for hopping on, girl.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
Going over a little bit of the what we had talked about on the Diamond Mastermind is on every Tuesdays. It's for diamonds, which you will be at some point. But I just like to give a recap of that call. So here's a little heads up, guys. Something I found out, a dirt for you guys. That something got leaked from Beachbody. Not supposed to be. Yeah. And I like feel so privileged that I have the information. So apparently 2021 Coach Summit is going to St. Louis. Just so you know. I know.
St. Louis?
Louis. And I think the reason what they said was really good about that location was that it's very similar to Indianapolis in that area is kind of centrally located and you don't travel all over the continent to get anywhere because that's the big New Orleans is great and we great city and we want to go there. But the bad part was like you had to go from this end of town all over like we were taking like those the place so we didn't have to walk so much. It was like so much walking that you didn't have any time. Like you had no time for spending your time walking from one place to anyway. That's the little dirt I have. I was excited that I could then this is something I talked about with your summit. I don't know if you guys, it's free, so I'm encouraging everybody definitely attend. I forget the exact dates. It's July. It's like mid to like that third week, and it's somewhere in that mid-July range. I think Carrie Danielle's probably looking it up now because she's awesome. But so they have it all virtual, which is going to be really great, guys. It's going to be great speakers on there. Kendra Hall is going to be one of the keynote speakers, and if you guys don't know her, she is the author of the book Stories That Stick. She is so much fun to follow on Instagram. She's fantastic. I love Kendra Hall, and it's funny because I started listening to her book Stories That Stick through Audible, and I didn't get through the whole book. I only got through like the first few chapters. But I found like my posts were so much better. Like she teaches you how to write. She teaches you how to like really write well. So I know Jen is a big avid writer. I love writing. And all of us in some capacity have to kind of learn the love of writing in a way, just because that's a way that we're going to be communicating on Instagram to reach people. So if you love writing or you struggle with writing, I think either one of those people would love Stories That Stick by Kendra Hall. She's one of the keynote speakers, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Also Ashley Molstead is #1 coach in the business, so we're going to be getting training from her at Coach Summit. So everything is virtual, and I actually did it today where you download its team. If you go to your app store on your phone, it's TBB Events. So you download that, and then right in there, you can register for Coach Summit. And what they talked about on the Diamond Leadership call today was Lori was asking the leaders if anybody was doing like, team events, like an event around it, like where we could get together at some, like maybe Carrie Danielle's mom's house, or like, I don't know, somewhere. We could go somewhere and we can meet and like hang out. It's a little bit tricky with the whole COVID thing, but I think that people are slowly kind of, I think everybody's had it. Like, I came to my dad's today all masked up and he's like, we're not doing the mask anymore. Give me a hug. I can't take it anymore. So like, everybody's kind of getting over it. So if you guys want to do something like that, I would totally be down if you guys want to plan something as a team. And what Morgan is doing with her team is they're not doing it for the whole thing, but they're doing it for closing ceremonies. So just for closing ceremonies, they're meeting at one place and they're doing it together and watching it together virtually. So like we can make a fun cocktail, we can get dressed up, we can like make it a thing. So that could be, and we can maybe take pictures together. Like it could be a lot of fun and a way for us to come, except Julia's kind of far. Maybe we could find a halfway meeting place. Or we could Zoom with you, Julia. We'll figure it out. But that's something that I would love to chat with you guys about soon. Okay, so that's pretty much what the Diamond Mastermind call was all about. And then I also wanted to apologize because I had told you guys that I was going to have a post up about what's your struggle or where you're struggling with, and I just dropped the ball. I never got it up there. So if you guys have any specific struggles, I'm just looking to see. I think you guys put stuff in the chat. All right, I'm just reading the chat. If you guys want to take yourself off mute at this point, you totally can.
I was gonna say that it's Saturday, so Beachbody Summit, because it's all virtual, they're doing stuff throughout the course of the entire week. There's gonna be some live workouts. There's gonna be information in the page. Generally, it is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The dates of it this year is the week of July 13th. So again, I don't know how much time you guys want to put towards it, but on Friday, there's events all week, like I said, but the main thing is Saturday, July 18th, and I'll drop the dates in the Shine Sisterhood. There's a super workout that's still happening at 11 a.m. So it's all going to be virtual. Yeah, they had I'll share these little things that were in Boss Babes that I showed you. So they're still doing Saturday, the July 18th. They're doing a super workout. Normally it's awesome because there's 30,000 of us that storm the streets of whatever city we're in, and it's like phenomenal. But what if we did it, and I don't know if it could be feasible and depending on people's schedules, but what if we did like a workout at a park and somehow stream it?
Yeah.
Or like somewhere that we could like invite anyone who's local.
Yeah.
I would even say like to open it up to like flawless people or who are on Long Island. Like, why not? Like, it doesn't have to necessarily be just Shine Sisters, but
I agree.
Like, we should try to get together and do something.
I think like I can picture like Amber if she wants it, like anybody.
Yeah.
We have a lot of local coaches here on our team.
So there'll be a lot of information, like I said, that whole week, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday is the bulk of it.
That's all.
And then there's general session on Saturday. That probably will be when Kendra speaks. She generally, the keynote speaker's Saturday. And then 6 p.m. is celebration. And that's generally when the top coach, like Ashley Molstead, speaks. That's when people normally get all fancied up, and some people wear ball gowns.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It's great, though. And some people are different. They wear, like, sweatpants. Not sweatpants, but, like, fancy. Nice-looking sweatpants. So all right. So then the other thing, I don't know how much time we have on the call. So what time is it now? Okay, it's 7:50. I wanted to by 8:10 because that way you guys have enough time. I think I'm still gonna sneak over to the flawless call, even if I just have it on with my video off and just listen. But I do want to go over the tracker with you guys, just the last 4 sections. I think this was from a couple weeks ago. We had gone over everything on the tracker except for these 4 sections. And guys, listen, this is not like I'm going to go over this tonight in 10 minutes and that's going to be the end of it. We're always going to be revisiting. This is a tracker that we're always going to be using. So we're going to always find new ways to use it and do the things that are on the tracker in a better way. So this is an ongoing thing, but I just wanted to kind of give you guys like a little bit of a summary. But before I do that, that's going to be kind of the last thing I do. I want to just go over a couple things that Carrie, Danielle, and I were talking about earlier that I think is working so well, especially with you two girls in our team, is our shared leadership that we've been doing. You girls, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for you and how happy I am, how well we're all working together. I think it's amazing. And that's only going to benefit all of us and the team. It's just so great. And people want to be a part of that. People want to be a part of a team where everybody works together. At least I would want to be a part of a team where everybody works together. And so Carrie, Danielle, and I were talking about, like, we have a few different shared leadership, I guess, tasks or ways that we try to involve you guys. So one of them is through the Rise Up Project, where you guys can take posting days, and both of you did that, which is great. We're also doing the shared leadership when it comes to the free group. And what's nice about the free group is that's only once a month, right? So it's only 5 days or 6 days in the month. And so that's really easy, and it's an easy way for us to, you know, be involved as a team and like show who we are as a leader, kind of a thing. And now we were talking, and I was like, you know, it's working so well with the Rise Up Project. It's working so well with the free group. I think we really need to extend this to our new coach mentorship. It's only going to help all of our businesses grow so much faster, like seriously. So what we're going to be doing in the next couple of days is we're going to be opening it up in Shine Sisterhood, where you're going to see, very similar to Take Back Your Morning and Rise Up Project, where we give you guys shared leadership options, and that's not the right word. I can't think of the right term, but opportunities, I guess you could say. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up for July's new coach mentorship. We're going to have, how did I say we're going to do this? What did I say? We're going to have a post where you could say whether or not you're going to have new coaches, right, to bring in to the new coach mentorship. So I was using with Carrie Danielle, I was using the example of Julia, or I could even use the example of Jen. So Jen has a coach, Christine, who signed on, and she signed on as a discount coach. And so maybe, you know, through talking with Christine, you know, it comes up somehow, and Jen says, you know, I know that you just signed on as a discount coach, but hey, I have this video, you know, when you have some time, check it out, see what you think. And if you have any interest at all, or if you're curious at all, after you watch the video, you're more than welcome to join our July new coach mentorship. Now, let's say Christine watches the Dynasty video and she loves it. And she's like, you know what? I think this is going to be great. It's for me. And it might not be Christine. It could be somebody else, you know, whoever. And now Jen has somebody who wants to do the July mentorship or the August mentorship or whatever the mentorship. So then Jen would respond in that shared leadership thing. I have somebody who's ready to start, and now she will be a coach that leads it with us. And leading that is so easy because all it is like, hey guys, how you doing today? Right? Carrie, it's really just like you're leading a message that day of like, hey, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day. You know, where are you in the training? If you have any questions, don't forget to reach out. It's just a very easy thing to do. But what's really cool about it is then that gives each of you guys an opportunity to go through the mentorship again, but with one of your people. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have this post in the group. And so for the next month, it'll be for July, and we'll have July new coach mentorship. And in that post, in the comments, we're going to put the Dynasty video for you guys. We're also going to put the links to the Flawless Empire Coach Sneak Peek. Lori hosts every 2 weeks. She hosts a sneak peek for us, and it's awesome because we can go on it. I think it's like on a Thursday at like, I don't know, 5:30 or something like that. It's like a 40-minute thing. But what's really good about that is it's always recorded too. So you'll have the recording recorded link. But you can then invite them to that, and they can actually participate in it live with you on it. So like with you on it, you're looked at as the leader. And then what I thought was really cool about doing it this way is like, let's use Jen's example with Christine. Let's say Christine decides she wants to do July mentorship. Now in that thread in the Shine Sisterhood, Jen can say, yay, Christine wants to join us. And then we, as other coaches, can get on the team, can get excited and like almost like get excited to like welcome her before she's even in. I just think it'll just lead to a lot more team connection and team growth. And I just think that's going to help all of us so much. So definitely look out for that. And now I just want to does anybody have any questions, or we're good? I think we're good, right? Okay. You have a question? Okay, good. So you can, yeah, go ahead.
Hi, I'm OCD, and we're halfway through the month of June.
Yes.
So I think that we should pick our start date for the July coach mentorship for when we're going to open it up and start adding people, as well as when it'll actually kick off. So that way, if we are talking to anyone, we have set dates, as well as we should align, like we did this month, we should align our free group for July after, so that way people can invite if they want to.
That'd be great. So I'm looking at the calendar, and I think that the prep for the mentorship should start July 6th. There's 4 full weeks, which is great. It actually, the Friday, the month of July ends on a Friday, which is not bad. So, so prep week would be that 6th, and then we would have 3 full weeks of the mentorship, which is really good because there's really only 2 weeks of lessons. If they're doing a lesson a day, there's 14 lessons. So it gives them like, kind of like 2-week buffer, a week before and a week after to kind of either catch up or start early or whatever. So what do you think about that? Does that work?
Yes. And I think it's also after the July 4th holiday. I think if you were to start it like that previous week, it would be too short because everyone's preoccupied with everything.
Totally. Now,
the prep week is the 6th. We want them to go through 1 week of training. So that would put our free group week starting on the 20th.
Yep.
So I am going to, in preparation for next week's call, I'm going to go onto Mompreneur and see what options we have for the free groups. So that
Cool.
way we can all decide together. Obviously, this Take Back Your Morning one was perfect for the time. There's some other free ones. And then like the Take Out Fake Out one was $7. I don't mind buying it if something else
I'll try
is interesting for us.
for
So
that.
I'll look those up, and on our next call, we can decide what the actual free group for July will be. Maybe she'll even come up with something fun.
I would love something fun. I love fun stuff.
Okay.
All right.
20th.
So that's
20 free group.
and I just so you girls know, like we like to do, we've done this the last couple months now, and what we like about spacing it out that way, where we have the new coach mentorship that first week, and we have that free group that third week, is that it gets our new coaches that are in that mentorship gets their feet wet with inviting to something that's non-threatening. It's not necessary to invite. So like if you had a new coach in there, we could, encourage them, look, we have this free group. This will be a lot of fun to invite to. And, that way people don't feel like they have to buy anything or anything like that. All right. How much?
July is also MBF Muscle Burns, hashtag MBF that's coming out. Lori posted a lot of good stuff. There's like some stuff coming out about that. So that would be additional. Anyone has to purchase that as something that's not in your Beachbody On Demand. If anybody wants access to it, they have to get it through Beachbody On Demand. They can't just purchase just that program. So there's going to be a lot of information that Lori puts out over the next few weeks regarding that. Like I think generally when we have product launches, I go to her page for all this stuff. In Shine Sisterhood, we don't necessarily move all that stuff over. But also this coming week on Tuesday is Salted Caramel Shakeology, which I do want to apologize because Julia was so excited about it. And then I remembered that when you buy a limited edition Shakeology, it does not count towards your PV. If you need 50 PV to be a Emerald coach and to get Success Club, the caramel does not count towards that, or the limited edition flavors do not count towards that.
Where did I go?
You're right there.
Oh.
So I apologize because then I posted in the group and I'm like, use it towards your PV. And Julia's like, wait, you told me you did it. Does it or does it not? So I apologize again on that. I messed that up too. But if people are interested, it is a good way to get people to try one of the Shakeology flavors. It is priced a little bit more just because it's the packages rather than the whole bag. So when you buy the packages, their individual servings are priced a little bit more than if you buy the whole bag just because of the servings. But everyone, there's only been two. There's been pumpkin spice that I was obsessed with. I bought 2 boxes and then I bought even more before it sold out the first time. Second time it came around, I bought 3 boxes right off the bat. And then the peppermint mocha I was in love with. I bought, I think 4 boxes. I still have one that I don't even want to open because I'm so nervous not to have any more of it. But it's really good.
Yes.
I will say with limited edition shakes, I don't get, maybe other people do, but I don't get a lot of new customers. It is really good to talk to your current customers about it. Not a lot of people say, hey, let me go buy this random shake. They may say, hey, it's no commitment. Let me buy it because I can try 14 shakes for $54 or $74 if they're not a coach. But they do say to kind of talk it up. So we're going to talk it up in the group, and just it helps whenever these products launches come out or limited edition stuff. It really does help with the volumes.
It does. And I wanted to tell you this too about the MBF. Lori's going to have a team-wide launch page for us. She mentioned time and leadership. I forgot to talk about that. Yep. So that's going to be great, guys. I always hop in when anytime Lori has anything like this. It's always great because, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. Flawless Empire is such a wonderful team. I love being a part of that team. It really is like a family. They're amazing. And when they have stuff like this, it's just fantastic. And also because people get a real sense of our community and what it is. This launch page is really nice because what it is she has a separate group that she sets up that's open to all of us. Anybody that's on the team can go in it. And then we can invite anybody that's interested in doing that program, whether they be a customer already, a coach on our team already, or whether there's somebody brand new. And we could bring them in on that page, just like we did with the free group or any other group. And then Lori posts, and maybe some of the other like diamond leaders on the team will post like, you know, when things are launching, she puts out teasers, she gives out information about it, maybe little sneak peek videos or whatever. So to get people like excited about the launch, and then boom, it launches. And just so you guys know, MBF is only available to coaches in that first, it's like a 2-week window where it's only available to coaches, which is a great time for us to get it and start showing it in our social media. You don't know that? I think it starts the 7th, July 7th, till the 20-something. I don't know. I wrote it down. Hold on. Let me see. July. There's a 2-week window where like only coaches can get it. But that doesn't mean a new coach can sign on and get it, you know? And then what's really cool, so July will probably be the promo month, and maybe August for that program. So what I usually will do in a promo month is like when I'm talking to people about challenge packs that they want to get, I will usually recommend whatever's on promo for that month, because they're going to spend the exact same amount of money as they would for like a regular challenge pack, except they're going to get early access to MBF before everybody else. And the cool thing about MBF is it will only come as a challenge pack. So it kind of gets people enticed into getting that challenge pack versus just getting Beachbody On Demand. Will it come with bot? Yeah. So Jennifer Fitz, great question. So with the MBF, it will only come, I believe, as a challenge pack. It might have completion pack also. So I don't know if you guys know about completion packs, but completion packs are like a challenge pack, except they're more for people who already have BOD. So like, let's say me, I want to get the MBF program, but I already have BOD. So I'm not going to get a challenge pack, right? I'm going to get a completion pack. That means I'm going to get Shakeology or the performance line, and I'm going to get it with the MBF program in addition to my already existing BOD. So if they have BOD already, then they get a completion pack. If they don't have BOD yet, then they would have to get it with BOD as a challenge pack. I don't think it'll come by itself without a pack, if that makes sense. Like you can't just, like, that will eventually happen, but not during like the launch period, not during like probably July and August. You'd probably have to get it as a pack, but we might have to FAQ that and double check me on that one.
Yeah, so what's the difference between a completion pack and a challenge pack? If they both come with Shakeology, but one doesn't come with BOD?
One doesn't come with BOD because that would mean the person already
have
has
it.
Yes. So that's a completion pack, meaning like they want to complete their program library by getting that program in addition. And really completion packs only work during that launch period when they're not available to everybody yet on BOD, but people want early access to it. It's kind of how, I think since 80-Day Obsession was the first time they kind of did that, was about 2 years ago. And then they noticed it really does help a lot. So that's kind of how they do it with every program.
So it's like cheaper. Like if you were to get a challenge pack, you would spend $160 on the BOD, your Shakeology, and it would have that access. For me, I already have my BOD and my Shakeology. This would be maybe $50 or $60 for me to get the access to that and that wireless jump rope thing or whatever. The pricing is not up. I just FAQ'd it. The pricing isn't up, and they don't have a breakdown of the completion packs yet. But
yeah, I'm just so you guys know, if I boot it, it's because my battery died. Right? I can't find a charger, so I might die. But the call's just about over anyway. But what I want to say too about completion packs that's really, really cool is, like, let's say you have somebody that wants to start Shakeology and they have BOD already. If they get the completion pack, they're actually spending less than if they just got Shakeology. So Shakeology is $132. The completion pack with this program MBF is $130. So they spend $2 less and they get another program. So it's actually cheaper. Isn't that cool?
Yes, very.
I don't know if she's right.
no, I'm looking it up because it says in here that if anyone bought a challenge pack in June, they get a 50% off coupon for the MBFA pack. So
Nice.
I coincidentally, my Beachbody on Demand was up, and rather than paying $99 for that plus my Shakeology, I canceled my stuff, called and paid $140 because it was $20 off. I got access to 10 rounds. I got my BOD and I got my Shakeology for $140. And then because I did it in June, I should be getting a 50% off thing for MBF. Or whatever the hell.
That's awesome. Yeah.
BFA.
NBFA is the
Yeah,
That's
the
good.
first 3. So you're gonna buy it 1 pack, but it's actually a 3-week program, MBF, muscle burns fat, and then there's a 3-week program after that that comes with it. You only have to purchase it once. It's MBFA, muscle burns fat advanced.
Mm.
And I like 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme. And I love that they're both 3 weeks. So I love 3-week programs. I'm all about that.
Me too. Me too.
So good. And I think it's
Mhm.
like, and I love like this habit building and habit stacking and all this stuff we've been talking about in our stories and in the free group and all this stuff. And I think it's just a perfect segue. It's going to be amazing.
I love the free group, and can I just say, Jen, I feel like you've been so participating in this free group. Like every time I go to look in there, you're commenting on everyone's stuff. I'm like, this free group thing is like your jam. Like you're sliding the free group.
Yeah.
So impressed.
Oh, it's so funny.
Every time
I
I
feel
go there, I'm
like
like,
I
damn, girl, I don't have to respond to anyone's comments. Jen already did.
I felt like I have to because I'm like, if I invite someone there, I don't want to be like, here, join the
that's
group,
why
and then
it's
I'm nowhere
important.
to be found. You know.
That's why it's important for you to, as a coach, like you're also doing the posting, like it's showing up. Jen is a leader in this group, and you can see it. We have other coaches who invited people in there and aren't posting and are kind of just commenting on their stuff individually. It's showing you're a leader in this group, and people are going to see you like that and be like, man, she's leading these groups. What is she doing? I want to do this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Really
I just
That's
think
good.
you're doing great in the group.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So I don't think I have time to go through the tracker, but that's okay. It's always going to be there. And I think we've talked a lot about, this stuff, but there are definitely some things. I'm going to have to make it a special point like next week to really focus on those 4 things. Cause it's always so many things I want to share with you. Like, it's like, I want to have more than one call with you girls. Like, so much to share. So anyway, so does anybody have any questions about anything, or you guys are both doing great. All 3 of you. I love you guys. You guys are awesome.
For the FE call, the new coach call is at 8:15. So you
Yep.
guys both went on it last time. You're more than welcome to go on at 8:15, but I'm going to jump on at the 8:30 regular when everybody's on call. Just be a little break.
I'll be there.
Yay. All right. Yeah, it's going to be a great call. She's going to go over MBF stuff. She's going to go over National Wake Up Call. Oh, Jen, you missed that, I think. The National Wake Up Call was